count of the Ravens' injuries
Don't look
going
at
to
me.
heaven
Don't look at me.
because there's so many of them this week.
Don't look at me. You
I'm
looked
looking
at me.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, another tough week for the Ravens. Back-to-back weeks, taking another L, unfortunately. Listen, don't be me. Don't be me. That's how I get with the Giants. But they actually won this week. But yeah, Ravens taking another L, unfortunately. John went to last week's game.
They made me want to rip my hair out.
Well, you don't want to do that. But, yeah, so back-to-back losses for the Ravens. I know I probably said it like 5 times already, but I'm not trying to rub that in or anything.
The last 2 weeks have been kind of bad. Yeah, I went to the actually, me and my girlfriend, we went to the Lions-Ravens game. It was a good game. Honestly, it felt like a playoff Super Bowl game. It really, there was a lot of momentum, intensity. There was a nice halftime show. I have some videos of that. And it was just, it was I thought it was a great game, you know. I mean, the one thing that screwed us over was the Derrick Henry fumble. Everybody in the stadium was like, "Oh my God, dude!" You know, I had a guy right next to me. He was like, "You know, what are you getting paid to get fumble?" You know, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Fumbling 3 times in 3 weeks. That's kind of bad. But at the same time, too, I don't think Harbaugh. I know how Harbaugh is that a guy fumbles, he pulls him out of the game.
Yeah.
Right. And I really believe that. That's not the right thing to do if Derrick Henry is a part of the focal point of your offense. You know, especially now, Lamar is said to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. He's already said to be out for week 5. And now you have to lean more on Henry now more than ever to open up the passing game for Cooper Rush. I mean, that last game against the Chiefs, oh man, that was atrocious. I felt like there were too many times Baltimore was just not Baltimore. I mean, really, Lamar was trying too much to carry the ball on his team on his back, which is mean. I mean, he's always kind of done that. But there's time, and we're kind of missing that action Jackson. You know, I mean, you know, he really like running the ball. He looks a little bit more stiff. He doesn't look as quick or nimble as he used to be. I think they went ahead and pushed him too much to be a passing quarterback instead of staying to his roots and running. I know now he's 28 years old. Running the ball all the time as a quarterback is not really sustainable at that age.
Especially and they've also figured out his game too.
Yeah, and that's what Kansas City did time and time again, putting a spy over the center.
Yep.
So then Lamar couldn't run up the middle. But even so, Lamar's fast enough to get out to the open on the right or left side and make guys chase him. You know, make guys miss. So I mean, you don't really see that anymore. I mean, he's been holding on to the ball too many times. A lot of Ravens fans can agree that it was kind of like a lot of rookie mistakes too, where he's just trying to do too much. He holds on to the ball, gets sacked, right, instead of throwing it away and keeping the yardage that they have initially. And then there's fumbling issues too. I mean, it wasn't exactly his fault on that one fumble against Kansas City where he friggin' got hit from behind. The ball came out, it hit the center in the back of the head, and that was that was all she wrote. But yeah, now he's out. They're saying that Nnamdi Madubuike's out for the rest of the season. You know, that's our cog in the defense. Just like how you guys have Dexter Lawrence. Yep. That's our Dexter Lawrence, you know. Literally the whole offensive line is just out. Travis Jones, who was supposed to go ahead and break out this season. Broderick Washington, same thing. He was going to be in a rotational role. Even Kyle Van Noy, who was our sack leader last year, he's injured. You know,
that was out of nowhere too last year.
Yeah, the past 2 years. For 2 years,
he's getting old.
He had 9 sacks, I think, the year before, and 13 the year after. So I mean,
age don't mean.
And hey, listen, he was also warranted as a bust.
Yeah,
but he's working out for us, so I don't care. Yeah. But what sucks is after the game, Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, and Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins is a young focal point in that defense that they're really trying to get going, and he's already made some plays in the first couple games. I'm pretty sure he's got 2 interceptions. He had 2 interceptions throughout 4 games. So we're going to be missing them dearly. Jair Alexander's out with his knees. He's having knee issues. They're constantly having to drain his knees because he's still having issues from last year, from that Week 8 matchup in Green Bay, where he ended up having a whole bunch of issues. So I think, it's not exactly what we thought it was going to be. The only real guys on defense we have left are Kyle Hamilton, OA, freaking at linebacker. We're just depleted. There's really I can't really tell you what's really going on there. And then we have what? We have Mike Green, we just drafted, right? And then we have Kyle I think I already said Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, you did.
So that's the rookie, Malik Starks. I think he's been doing his part, but at the same time, I mean, he's a rookie. You can't expect him to go ahead and carry and make a bunch of plays on defense. No. I think it's just a lot of Ravens fans are at the point where we thought this defense was going to be in comparison to that 2000 Ravens defense, even the 2012 Ravens defense, the last year at Ray Lewis, my guy. And it's just not panning out that way. I think there's just a lot of things that they have to get back to. I would not be surprised if there's a head coach change by the end of the season, just because they have Lamar Jackson under contract. They want to win a Super Bowl. And at the moment, a lot of people feel that Lamar's just his prime's being wasted, and there's not really much to be desired going forward.
Yeah. I mean, Aiden, our friend Aiden keeps talking about that too, about how he thinks that they're gonna move on from Harbaugh soon. Which, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I mean, I don't think it'd be a bad move for them, because I think at this point he's given them everything that he can give them, and they've only gotten so far with him. I mean, they won. They did win a Super Bowl with him, but like still,
But also look at
that was
the
like
guys
what?
they had on
How
that
long
team.
was that? 13 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's that. I mean, look how many playoff games we've actually won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many times we've been to the playoffs and haven't had anything.
Yep.
There was even a dry spell for about 3 or 4 years where we weren't even in the playoffs or even the conversation. So there's a lot going on there, a lot to factor in. Ozzie Newsome is still part of the organization, but in a lesser role. Eric DeCosta took over as general manager. I think Harbaugh is a great piece of the Ravens organization. I think he could benefit from, if anything, kind of stepping down and let somebody else take the reins as the head coach, and still keep him involved in the organization. I think that would, because a lot of the history, a lot of the knowledge that he brings from those past Ravens teams, and the defenses. The lizard's looking at us. At least I'm safe inside my mind.
Sorry, ADHD.
Yeah, but but I just.
I don't know. It's gonna be a true test to see how good this Ravens team is now with all these injuries. I mean, it's gonna be tough. All the names that you named, well, a bunch of the names that you named are big pieces of this team. So, as Giants players have been saying about the whole Malik thing, like, next man up, and that's what everybody says, next man up. So hopefully the next man up can do something. Cooper Rush, I mean, it's a whole change to your system.
Yeah,
because he's not gonna be running around like Lamar.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to switch it back to like Flacco.
He is mobile, but they can't be running as many option plays.
Oh no, there's no way
as they used to.
There's no way.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to switch it back to like a similar Flacco like
kind
playbook.
of offense.
Yeah,
use the run game to open up the passing game.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's like what I said earlier about Derrick Henry. You really cannot just phase him out.
No,
I mean he's only had last game. Literally against the Kansas City Chiefs, we only had 17 rushes. Like that's outrageous. That shouldn't be like that. And it's especially you got Keaton Mitchell, you got Justice Hill, you got Derrick Henry. Justice Hill's a great third down back to go ahead and have as a safety valve. Have him do a little shorten out for a first down. If you need a couple yards, or at least just something to get the offense moving. Henry gets stronger by the end of the game, and he disappeared in the Kansas City game. The first half is really where he did all his damage, and then that was just kind of it. He just disappeared, and I was kind of disgusted as a Ravens fan. I'm like, what are you doing? You just signed him to another contract. right? You want him around for another couple years, and you want to win a Super Bowl. The guy had 1,900 rushing yards last season, and had a double-digit touchdown season too. So I don't really. I think he had 17, 18. I don't know the exact stats, but it's something in that ballpark. And it's really, as a Ravens fan, it's just kind of disappointing to see them not utilizing the talent that they have. Jair Alexander, I think now with Humphrey, it's going to depend on what happens with Wiggins and Humphrey and how long they're going to be out. But
Yeah.
if they can come back, I think with all his injury woes, he may be on the chopping block. The only guy that they really have notably there is Awuzie.
Yeah,
and he's old.
Yeah.
30 years old.
So.
That whole defense, if you look at it, that defense starts out strong the first half of the game. Third quarter, they start slowing down a little bit. And the time the fourth quarter hits, they can't keep up. It's gotten to the point where maybe it's a coaching thing. Maybe it comes down to conditioning where all these top-tier players are getting hurt, but it's because their conditioning coach isn't doing what they need to do for injury prevention. And that's also where I'm at, too. If, Harbaugh's the leader of this team, he should be seeing that, taking it for what it is, moving on from the trainer and get a new trainer. That's just kind of what I think. But that's also kind of tough to do mid-season because now you have all these guys on a regiment. You have all these guys on a consistent regimen of what they've been consistently doing from the off-season all the way to now. And that would be to bring somebody else in and have a whole different workout regimen. It'd be it could be counterproductive.
Yeah.
It could cause more injuries. So that's where I think they have to self-evaluate at the end of the season and kind of think about what's going on with their coaching staff, what's going on with the coordinators, what's going on with the training staff. Just all the front office stuff. And Eric DeCosta, he's always going to do a great job. Ozzie Newsome, always going to do a great job. I don't think the Ravens organization will ever be steered badly as long as those two are there. But
do you think at some point, if this season just starts to go hectic, that they just punt the season?
I think it depends on what record you get down to.
Well, by the time Lamar comes back,
if
is
Lamar's
Cooper Rush
back,
going to get you wins? Oh, hello.
Nope.
Oh, no, copyright, no.
You didn't hear that.
No, you didn't.
But no, from my guess, if they do like what I said they should do, I think they'll definitely win games. But it's gonna come down to the younger guys to step up and fill in for those older veterans that are all hurt right now.
Yeah.
And it's really gonna give room for guys to shine.
But what's your schedule the next few weeks?
Let me look at that real quick.
'Cause that'll really depend on how that'll go.
Yeah, we got the Texans next week, which is a winnable game.
Definitely.
I think the Rams.
That'll
That's
be
a 50-50 toss-up for what we got going on right now. I think it's just going to be a matter of can we stop down Puka Nacua. He's tough. That's a really tough assignment.
Can't forget about Devontae Adams either.
Yeah, and Devontae Adams. He's probably the, if not the most crisp route runner in the league right now.
That bye week's going to be good for you guys, though.
Yeah.
Get people back.
Yep, no, definitely, and hopefully Lamar can try to come back. But they're saying that there's no way he could try to come back early. A lot of people believe that he was playing hurt originally already. And that's why he just couldn't play through the rest of the game. If it was just a hamstring pull, he probably would have kept playing, but just stayed in the pocket. And not taking the chances.
Then he'd be getting hit.
That's what I mean.
That's the only thing.
So it's really a toss-up in what you would do there. But the only thing I don't like is that they're not letting the fans know what's actually wrong with Lamar. Every time he has an injury, nobody says what it actually is. The only once they said it was an ankle sprain, right? And he was out for 4 weeks with an ankle sprain. And I don't know if I believe 4 weeks for an ankle sprain. You know what I mean? So that's where it's like, what's going on there? What's if you're going ahead and the training staff is saying, if we want to go ahead and be more protective of him, then okay, I understand. He is the focal point of that offense. But with Derrick Henry being there, I mean, he's not the only focal point of the offense. That's ultimately what it comes up to. I think they can win games. I mean, the next 4 weeks of what they got going up against, I say they win at least 2 games.
I think you'll win the Bears game and the Texans game.
And the Texans game, and I think that's going to be like, and the other 2 we lose if he's out.
Well, there's a bye week in there.
If there's a bye week, yeah, he comes back on the bye week. He rests up another week, and then that'll be a great thing. I guess I wasn't close enough to the mic. Yeah, sorry, it's a constant habit.
That's why I gave you this stand for a reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see what they can do. I mean, lose Lamar is the biggest loss right there. I mean, the defense, they lost some good.
And Roquan, that's a big loss right there, because that's even if Matabike was out, at least you have the next level of linebackers, right? Not just the defensive line, but having both Matabike and Roquan out, which Roquan's a sideline linebacker, you're missing a lot. I think it's really something that they're going to have to try to maybe even sign some other leftover veterans from from free agency and pull from there. Try to pull some trades, see what they can get out of that. I mean, Bateman. I think possibly Bateman may be a trade prospect, being that Andrews is getting more involved with the offense again.
I mean, I'll take him.
You guys would benefit from him.
Him or Duvernay.
Yeah, but Duvernay's elsewhere.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure he's in Chicago.
Oh, whatever.
So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you have D-Hop.
Yeah, we have DeAndre Hopkins. That's what I mean. And D-Hop's made more plays than Bateman. 2 touchdowns. And hopping over people, one-handed touchdowns. You can't really get better than that. But yeah, I mean, I think I do highly recommend to go to a primetime Ravens game. Again, had a little halftime show. It was very nice. All the fireworks. They had a whole light show. Everybody had wristbands, and all the lights were going to the music. At one point, I even have video footage. Probably gonna put it over here.
We might not be able to put that.
No, just a photo.
Oh, okay.
It's just a photo. You just see the Ravens' eyes in the stadium.
Okay, I thought you were talking
because of the.
I thought you were talking about the band.
No, not the band.
Good Charlotte.
But that was that's who it was. It was a good show. But yeah, I just and you know what? Lamar's doing a lot of good for that city. Going ahead and seeing that they have that little $5 menu, to go ahead and bring more families to the events.
Wow.
That stadium was packed. I mean, literally got fries and a thing of pretzels for $6. You can't beat that.
Nope.
Most stadiums, you're paying at least $15 for that.
At least.
And even certain beers were like $6 instead of $10, $11. Like the Giants game was. Yeah. So that's really something that I like to see. He's really making an impact. And yeah, you definitely. As somebody who's been a Ravens fan, I mean, every game I go to, they lose. But you just see more and more fans there every time, no matter if they're winning or losing. It's just such a strong fan base that they're just there to see Lamar, and they're there to support the city. And that city's also been really cleaned up too by Lamar. I'm really happy about that too. So you just gotta keep hoping for the best. I hope nothing happens with Lamar. I hope they don't trade him. I hope he doesn't ask for a trade request. I mean, I don't think that's really in the topic right now, because great team, great players on paper. It's just a matter of the playbooks and play calling and putting it all together. Week 1, week 2, they really showed out. Last 2 weeks, it's just I really don't even know what to think. I think a lot of Ravens fans are kind of like, what is going on? This is the first time Lamar's been 1-3 in a start. So it's a lot of questions to be asked. Is it a front office breakdown? Is it a coaching breakdown? Or is it a player breakdown? And that's really what's got to be found out and gotten to the bottom of.
We're going to talk about the Chiefs game.
I did a little bit.
I think we talked about it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
No, just like about things that happened other than the injuries. It's like we didn't really talk much about
Well, I
that
will
yet.
say, I mean, from what Cooper Rush went ahead and came in and did, I mean, I think he had an exceptional step in game for Lamar. I don't think that he played bad at all. I think especially if you look at his stats from what he did last year, helping out Dak Prescott. I think he could definitely do like what Tyler Huntley did a couple years ago and really carry this team. And that's not carry, but at least get into the red zone and score.
God.
But let me see here. I'm trying to look for something. So I want to be accurate.
Anyway,
Well, I'm looking for
while
this.
you're doing that,
What comments you got, Chris?
I mean, I don't know. More than I already said, I don't know much more because it's just they just got to see what they're gonna be able to do because, like we've been saying this whole time, like these injuries, these are significant injuries. It's not like it's Joe Schmo on the offensive line getting injured or, a backup.
Yeah, and
whatever.
And you're totally right with that.
Yeah.
I mean, and like adding on to that, I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. You could even see it too. Every guy who ran the ball here averaged over 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Why didn't the Ravens stick with the run game? Justice Hill had 3 attempts for 76 yards, averaging 25 yards per carry, right? And then Derrick Henry, 8 attempts for 42 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand why they just didn't stay with the run game. Even Lamar had a great game, averaging 8 yards a carry, 48 yards for 6 attempts. I think they're just trying to pass the ball too much. And because they're trying to pass the ball too much, it's not really opening up the passing game. Like you need the run game to go ahead and make the defense respect the run. And once they start respecting the run, then you could hit them with the passing game.
Well, Justice Hill was the best player.
Literally.
He had what?
76 yards.
Over 110 yards total.
Yeah. One touchdown.
Yeah.
And then receiving, Justice
41.
Hill, 41 yards and another touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns that game. The receiving core didn't even do anything. Besides Flowers. Flowers was the only one doing anything.
The Chiefs showed that they're still the Chiefs. I think this might have been their get-back game, unfortunately. Because the Giants game, the Giants had chances to actually win that game. This game, the Chiefs just had the lead the whole game, and they weren't letting that go.
And I mean, and to add on to that, I mean, even you're right. I mean, even this defense played horribly. There were really no sacks. There was only 2 tackles for a loss. There was only 1 sack by Tyler Robinson, who's a younger guy. He's not even a starter. He's in rotation, and it really makes you think like what's going on over there on that defense in Baltimore. Not just the injuries now, but just everything. And honestly, it's going to be really interesting to see how Teddy Buchanan fills in for Roquan Smith. That's who I was trying to remember before. Young linebacker. We got him in the later rounds. Used to have a full head of hair and he cut it off. But I mean, he almost led the team with tackles that game. Kyle Hamilton had 8 total tackles. He had 7 total tackles. Everybody else was way underneath the both of them with 5 or under. And I really think it's really all just going to come down to how they can fix their woes. And even looking here at the time of possession, I always say it when it comes to sports and especially football, the team with the most time of possession wins the game, right? So Kansas City had the ball for 34 minutes and 45 seconds, while Baltimore had it for 25 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a big difference, a big 10-minute difference, which is why, and it shows with the score with Kansas City capitalizing with 37 points and Baltimore only having 20. It really, and in every stat besides rushing yards, Kansas City beat Baltimore in every aspect. Which is why if the running game was working, why didn't you just stay with it? You know, and I think that's where a lot of Ravens fans are frustrated, is that you have all this talent here and you're not managing the clock and you're not holding on to the clock by running the ball. In this game, I believe there should have at least been 30 to 40 rushing attempts. That's just what I believe. You know,
I can't answer the phone right now. Leave me alone.
yeah, go away. Bad phone. Bad.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oliver now. Really?
But it we'll see what happens going forward. Really, the Chiefs just ran all over that team. I am like depressed with this Ravens
It's
team.
okay, John.
Like, are they becoming the Giants?
No.
Are we gonna be the Giants?
I mean, that'd kind of be funny, but I don't think so. I think you guys will be fine. Yeah, just got to get past these injuries, dude. Like, the rest of your schedule hopefully shouldn't be too bad.
I'm scared about that Pittsburgh team, too, at Rodgers. Rodgers is just starting to wake up now.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, I don't know if you saw that big play he had with Metcalf. Metcalf had
oh
over
my
130 receiving yards.
I think he had over 100 in the first half.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at this point, the division race is going to be both of those teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it'll depend. I mean, if the Browns make the right quarterback
the Browns
change,
aren't going to do anything.
I think they should just bench Flacco, try Gabriel. If Gabriel has a horrible game,
Well, they put him in. They put him in this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
They sat Flacco for a bit and
Yeah.
put Gabriel in, I think, the last bit of the game.
So he'll probably start again, and if he don't do well, then we may see Sanders later this season.
Whatever. He won't do anything either.
You know.
So,
You don't know that.
I don't know.
Anything can happen. It's anybody's ball game at that point.
Yeah. All right. Any final comments on the Ravens? Oliver is giving his. If you can hear that, which I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I see it there on the monitor.
Yeah.
But no, I really don't have anything left to say. Like that's really where my mind's at with this team. And I think, you sign a guy like DeAndre Hopkins. Like this is my last comment on the team. You sign a guy like DeAndre Hopkins. How come he only had one target? And he's been playing better and better. At least the first 2 weeks. Yeah. I think if you really give him the option to hit the jump ball, then he's probably going to win it at least 70% of the time, even at his age.
Yep.
He's won it, I'm pretty sure, 80% of the time since he's been a Raven.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of calls that I'm not liking here as a fan. And there's a lot of potential and talent on this team that's just not being utilized, in my opinion. So that's where I'm at with that. I hope somebody from the Ravens organization sees this and is like, "Oh, yeah, let's fix that." But yeah, I mean, I think it's just a bad decision to take out your best players, even if they are at their worst. And that's kind of what they're doing. But yeah, we got some photos and some things going on, so we'll probably go ahead and drop those on the socials so you guys can see all those. And I think at the beginning of this video, we'll probably do a little sum. You guys will see it.
Yeah, I'll drop some stuff in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, sign us up.
Alrighty, Zero Zone people. See you guys later. Peace.